Welcome back, guys. In case you're just tuning in, it's still your mid-morning show, SilverBird today. And yes, you've missed our interesting conversations on trending and today in history. Of course, still with the ambassador for good music. But right about
It's
now,
for
if
a lot
you...
of other things now.
yeah, a lot of other things now?
Yes.
You need to update me so that I can add it to your accolades.
I changed it 2 seconds ago.
Oh, which is what?
Haven't really put them down, but
Okay.
yes.
Where he collects his thoughts, we will come back to you, Christy. But yes,
that's
now
right.
we have an amazing guest in the studio, an award-winning actress. Of course, won awards from Cannes International Pan-Africa Film Festival, and 10 nominations and 9 wins, including Best Actress at the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival. That's a lot, guys. Of course, her movie is going to be screened today at AFRIP. Give it up for Bridget John, my namesake.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. We're glad to have you here. And that's a lot that you've done. So, I mean, how do you feel about all these awards? Like, because it feels like it just keep going for more.
Yeah, it's God. It's God. He takes all the credit, you know, and I'm so excited. It's, to tell you the truth, I was not expecting it, but I thank God I worked hard for it. So let me say that first of all. And I thank the producer, SilverBird, and the director, Ayana Saunders, for believing in me that I could play the role.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, you played the lead in Marrying A Campbell.
Yes.
And what's the story about?
It's it's a classism thing, where you can actually see the huge gap between the rich and the poor, the disparities, and like how the rich people want to keep to themselves, and they don't want to associate with the lower class people. Yeah. So that's pretty much the basics of it, and also it's about, you know how our parents tell us, oh, you have to be a doctor, or no, you can't marry this person, and forget about the individual themselves. How do they feel? You know, they're in love with somebody, and here comes somebody that thinks they have all that control and say, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. And so that's what it is. But in all of that, it's so hilarious. It's a comedy drama, and it's like, it's off the chain.
Well, fingers crossed. We'll look forward to watching it at AFRIP this year. Because that means you had to come all the way down?
Yes, I came here for this, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just for
you made
AFRIP.
after you're leaving?
Right after. I'm back to base.
Oh, okay. So when you do these movies and you submit these films, criteria, I know sometimes they have some kind of stiff criteria for all these festivals. What are the major criteria you think that are really necessary, and how important is it for submission of films to festivals in the first place?
Basically, there's just one main platform. It's called Film Freeway, and that's where all the film producers go and submit their films. So you just have to keep up with the dates when it's closing or when they open for submissions. So when it was open for submission, any of the films, we have the festivals that we are interested in putting Marrying A Campbell. So what we do is we just keep tab. So as soon as they open up, we submit. And then if they like your film, then they would officially tell you that we have selected it. But that does not mean you're in the competition. So then they now look at it and say, okay, it's worthy to be in the competition. And so they now put you in the competition. That's when you're up for awards.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they have a jury. Most of them have independent jury where they send your films out, and then they look at it. And then the jury now says, okay, yeah, this is worthy of an award, or okay, this is just a selection, or is in consideration. So, and I think at the end of the day, they tally how many award-winning ticks you have, and that's what makes it. So the jury necessarily don't really sometimes know themselves too. They're all like individual people.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That means it's really made well. It's been doing
yeah, it's very organized. Yeah. It's all over Toronto, Tribeca Film Festival, name it. That's the website. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, but for bodied actors, because you're based in Atlanta.
Yes.
How do you shuffle? Like, do you come down here to act, or you film there, or how do you even do it?
Well, it's what I'm a trained actress, and so you have to just be professional. This is what I do, nothing else. So my schedule is always open for, this is work, you know? This is my work, what I love, my passion and all of that. So it's just schedule it, you know, and most of the time when you're submitting for auditions, they put the tentative shooting dates or definite shooting dates, and they tell you if you're not available at this time, do not submit.
Oh.
Because the dates are locked in. So you have to be available for those days. So you know, like, and then if you have an agent, like I have an agent and she schedules all of that. So she knows, okay, she's booked for this, she can go on this, you know, so that's it.
So
All right, before we get to move on to the next guest, what is the most important lesson that you believe people would get from seeing the movie
Marrying a Campbell.
Marrying A Campbell?
A lot of people can relate to it, especially people that are in love with who they want to be in love with, and the person that's standing up against that relationship. That you just have to let the person be, because it doesn't matter what, love will see them through, you know, and you just have to learn to accept other people regardless of where they come from, who they are, whether they're rich or they're poor, and all of that. And do not let your past affect somebody else's future.
That's a lot of lessons from the movie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope you guys go see it at AFRIF. AFRIF is currently ongoing. For those of you who are budding actors or you're in the acting space and you have time amidst your busy schedule, because some of you are always on set, try and go to AFRIF. And I think it's screening today, isn't it?
It's screening today at 5 p.m., room 4 and room 2.
Okay, fantastic. I'm sure they'll come.
Oh, yeah.
Chrissy will come. I'll come.
Oh, Lord, it will be my
As long as
pleasure
he's
to
not
host you
shooting
guys.
or on his show, because his shows are in the afternoon, so it's in the evening.
We can discuss that off the TV.
Yeah, I just want to commit you now to go to watch it, because I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank
and
you.
wish you all the best. Well done.
Thank you so much.
All right, coming up next is still movie galore, and this time around we have someone who is going to be talking to us about various films that are premiering very soon at our SilverBird film distribution space. All right, so don't go anywhere.